Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Okay, this is A1 grammar. I think let's look at this for a moment. Give me all your attention. What do you think you're still missing over here? Look at this. Present simple of to be. I think you have this. Yes. Sometimes you still make some mistakes, but you have it. I am, you are, he is, she is. We don't need to practice this anymore, right? Even though you still sometimes make mistakes, right? But okay. I do, I don't, do I. We have practiced this quite a lot, right? This is present simple. You see, I do and I don't for negatives and questions, do I. I think you also have this. It's okay, right? Even though sometimes you may still, it's not like perfect, not always there, but, huh?
When we use he, she, it.
He, she, it, sometimes do. Okay, yeah. Present continuous. Okay, here I see one problem. Okay. Sublime text. Wait, why is this opened? Okay. Can you see? Oh, wow. I think you can see, right? Can everyone see? Let me put like maybe brighter, right? Ah, better, right? Okay. So, here there is one thing. You know this construction of the present continuous, right? Something happening right now. We say, for example, the subject, and then we put the verb to be, agreeing with that subject, and then we put the verb with ing. Okay. Suffix, pachaya. Okay? So, I think, okay, but sometimes you mix it with the adjective. For example, what Sankicha was doing last semester. So, okay, under, wait, what is this? View, wait, hide minimap, enter full screen. Ah, single. Go away, I don't want you. How do I remove this thing? Replace, no, find. Ah, a little better, no? Okay, so this is inside the subject of the present continuous, right? So we have this construction. I hope you're very familiar with it already. Subject. Okay, examples, please. Sankicha, example. Present continuous. Oh, yes? Something happening right now, this moment. I am doing what? I am doing what? The verb is there, but then you need an object. I'm doing what? Ah, okay. I'm doing. Okay, you have this noun homework. Now, okay, yes, you can do this. I'm doing homework now. Yeah, should there be an article? I'm doing homework now. I'm doing. You could say, if it's a specific homework, the homework. I'm doing a homework. Sounds strange. I'm doing homework now. I'm doing homework. It's okay without an article. I feel like without an article is okay. Perfect, Sankicha. Yeah, if it's a specific, you put the. Okay.
But still.
Bante, yes. I'm doing. Noun is the homework, no? Ah, now. You don't need now. You don't need now. But it's an expression of time that goes with this tense, present continuous tense. You don't say, I did now, right? I will do now. Actually, we do say that. We do say that, right? You decide to do it now, yeah. I'll do it now, yeah. We can do that, right? Okay, but not I had done now, no. Okay, now goes with either present continuous, maybe this decision, this future, when you decide I'll do it something, no? I'll do something, right? When you decide something in the moment? Okay. So there are some expressions of time that they match certain tenses. Huh? I'm coming tomorrow. Okay, I'm coming tomorrow. It's a plan. Yeah, you can use that. You can use that. So this is optional. The now is optional. But you don't use, you see, for example, now with the present simple. I do, actually you can say that, but I do the homework now. It's not normal. I do the homework every day. It's a habit, something that always happens. So this type of expressions you have always, every day, regularly, occasionally, rarely, stuff like that, right?
Okay. Can we use the homework like?
We don't say, I do the homework now. No, we don't say that. Huh? Even though it's present?
Can we use now without article or singular or plural form?
Noun. A noun or this expression now?
The noun.
A noun, okay, a noun. A nama, a nama.
Nama without article or plural form. Can we use that?
Yes, sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yes,
But
yeah, sure.
not
For example, John likes ice cream. This is a noun. It's a singular noun.
Ice cream also.
Not plural, singular, no article.
Yeah, it's the pronoun is
Yeah.
clear, but very good.
Then you're going to articles. Articles, no? Rules of articles. When to use the articles and so on. Do you remember last semester we did XX about articles, and I put quite a lot of information on that, so you can revisit that. Maybe have it on your side. When you're writing, you can check it many times. You're going to write a noun, wait, article or not? It's the question. Okay? Maybe you can revisit that, okay? Anyways, okay, you have this construction of the present continuous. What I don't want you to mix it with the adjective. Yeah. For example, when you have an adjective, right? Very often adjectives go before the noun, right? For example, a nice dog. Right? Nice dog. I have what? Okay, I have a black dog. So this is the adjective, right? It goes before the noun dog. Okay, this is very common, but sometimes the adjectives goes after the noun. Right? For example, the dog is black. The dog is black. So this is an adjective for dog, but it goes after it, you see? And here you have a present, a verb to be. But this is not present continuous.
But about the color also too. Adjective and noun. Now how to put a sentence about the color to noun.
Sorry? I didn't understand.
Color.
Adjective and noun.
Yeah, both, right? And both, right?
Both where? What? Huh?
Black also become
Ah, black as a noun.
noun and adjective both.
Yes, yes.
Then put the noun.
Black is the new white. Black is the new white. I don't know, I just remembered something I heard long ago.
Let each person white.
I think I heard this. I heard this. Orange is the new black. Something like that. It was a little difficult to explain, I think, but I think it was related to, you know, when people gather, like meetings, most often we wear black suits, like a black suit. So black is like a standard color, something like that, okay? But then in prison, they wear orange. They wear orange. So I think it was related to that. Something I saw somewhere, but so orange is the new black. Anyways, orange here is the noun orange. No, noun orange, okay? But here what I want you to know is that there is a verb to be. The dog is our subject. Because the verb, this is a verb, not an active verb, it's like a state verb, right? State verb, right? And then you have the adjective here, after dog. Okay, no? But sometimes some adjectives have ing, right? For example, this drink is refreshing. Oh, okay. This drink, okay, drink is a noun, right? The name of things. Then you have this drink. This is the subject. What, if you look at the verb is, okay, what is the drink? So this question, what is, or who is, depending, you know, if it's a person or a thing, then we'll answer what the subject is, right? So the subject here is this drink. Okay, this drink is refreshing. Refreshing could be a verb, and it could be an adjective. Okay? So here you have to try to understand the context. This drink is refreshing, period. Sentence is over. This is an adjective. Even though it's with ing and there is a verb to be before, it looks like a present continuous, but it's not. Okay? But let's use it as a present continuous. For example, this drink is refreshing my mouth. Something like that. You see, now you have an object, so then this is a verb, you see? Because you have my mouth as an object, you see? It's refreshing, it's an active verb. You see? It's refreshing what? If it's a verb, you need to say what. Right? It kind of requires that information. It is refreshing. It's like, it is doing what? Right? Anyone would ask what? It is doing what? Okay? So it takes this object. So then you know this refreshing is a verb. This is present continuous. Okay? Can you give me another example with an adjective with ing? This book is boring. Yes. Remember, boring is an adjective. Bored is also an adjective. Huh? I am bored. Yes. I am bored.
Because this book is boring.
Yes. I am bored because this book is boring. Yes. Remember, boring is something that causes boredom. The noun is boredom. Boredom is boring. Boredom is boring. Okay? Okay, so be careful with this, okay? Don't say, I see sometimes, for example, Rakitasila, for example, like a subject, for example, the man, and then directly the adjective, nice. Okay? So don't do this. You need a verb here. Yeah. The man is nice. Or was nice, or, you need a verb. The man, nice. And if you put nice before man, it's correct. The nice man, but it's an incomplete sentence. It's not a sentence, right? It's just a noun phrase, right? It's a noun phrase, you see? It's a noun phrase. It could be the subject of the sentence. The nice man is something, for example, right? Or it could be the object. For example, I saw the nice man. Maybe a nice man sounds better, but could be the nice man, but a little strange, but it's possible. I saw a nice man, okay? Okay. Have got past simple of be. I think you know this. Regular or irregular verbs we're doing in vocabulary. I think that this might be covered. Past simple, negatives and questions. Okay, how to make negative past simple. Past simple. What is the construction? Sankita. Or Bante Kalyana. Past simple. Yeah, what is the construction? Construction. Subject. Sorry? Verb in the past, right? So I'll put as a past verb. And then maybe an object or a complement. Sometimes it's not an object, right? Okay, give me an example. Give me an example. An example. An example. Okay, for example, they, not to use I all the time, they drove the car. They drove the car yesterday. Okay, they drove the car yesterday, yes. Here, drove the car. Okay, now we make it a question. Or let's make it a negative first. Negative first. How you do negatives in the past simple? Yes, you need did. It's the past of do. So did they, okay, you invert. Did they drive? Yeah, not two pasts. Remember this, no? Did they drive the car yesterday? And then, very important. Oh, no, this is, this is a question, sorry. Did they drive? So you have to put a question mark. You're still forgetting the question mark sometimes, some of you. Always a question mark, okay? Now, this sentence, but negative. The first one, but negative. They didn't, or they did not. They didn't drive, not drove, right? Okay. Now, you can also make a negative question, right? How is it a negative question? Didn't they drive the car yesterday? Yeah. This is more like to confirm something. You think they drove. You think they drove. But now you have some doubt. And then you may ask in this way. Didn't they drive it? Like, yeah. Okay? Now, one more. What? This is a negative question. Yeah, it's like a negative question. Now, let's use an affirmative. Affirmative, remember affirmative, you affirm something. You state something. It's the most normal sentence, a statement. For example, they drove the car yesterday. And then now, how do you confirm it? Sorry. They drove the car yesterday. Now, how do you add a question at the end to confirm what you said? To confirm, yes. A tag question. Tag question. Didn't they, right? Didn't they, yes. A tag question, this is a tag question. A tag question is always the opposite of the sentence. So this sentence is affirmative. They drove the car. So the question should be didn't, should be not. Yeah, didn't they? Okay, now let's take a negative question. For example, give me another sentence.
They didn't try to cry yesterday.
They did, no, another sentence, please.
I haven't washed my car.
I have, oh, no, past. I didn't wash my car. Okay, something else. My robe. Okay, last week. So, yeah, I didn't wash my robe for a month. Okay, I didn't wash my robe last week. Now, how do you make a tag question over here? Did I? Yeah. Did I? See? It's the opposite. Okay. That's it. Like, I think you know this, no? You just sometimes kind of slip.
Sleep and asleep.
Slip? No, slip means like, whoop. You understand? Like fall down. You slip and fall down. Slip. Yeah, slip. Not sleep. Remember this pronunciation? Double E, sleep. But just one E, one I, slip. Slip. Okay. Slip is like this. No, you're walking and you slip. Yeah, that's slip. Not sleep. Okay. Negative and questions. Future. Okay. Will and shall. I'm going to, when you have a plan, right? We're going to, during vacation, we're going to India. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. It's a plan, right? I'm going to. It's a plan, yes. It's a future plan. Or a prediction. Be going to. Prediction. I don't remember particular problems with this. We don't use future so much, right? Right? If you're writing essays, if you're telling stories, we don't use future that much, right? Can't. Imperative?
Yeah.
Are you okay with the imperative? You like Panchami, no? In Pali? Panchami Vibhati. Panchami Vibhati, for example, do it. Get up. Right? Give it to me. Or request. Request is more like here, you see, would you like? May you be happy? Like wishes. Yes. Would you like? I'd like. No, these are like polite questions, right? Would you like this? I would like that. Imperative is more like an order. You should get up and you should do this and you should write. Right? Or actually I'm saying you should. Actually imperative is just write. Right? Yeah. Imperative. I think we consider that it has no subject. Do it. There's no subject, you see. Do it. Imperative. As a positive, be quiet. Call me soon. You see, these are orders, you see. It's the infinitive verb, you see. Be. It's the most simple form of the verb. Be quiet. Call me soon. And with negative, you use these particles, no? You cannot just say not shout. Not shout. You have to use do. Right? Like when you make questions, right? Do, don't. Usually you see in the present, you see don't or do. Come and sit, have some cookies. It's an offer, you see, you're offering something, but kind of an invitation. Okay, take it. Take it. Get some sleep. Are you tired? Get some sleep. Tell her how you feel, you see, an advice, an order, stop talking. Warnings, don't touch that cable. Don't do that. Instructions, press the green button and then open the door. Okay? Open the package carefully. Don't destroy what's inside. Okay? These are, you see, not only orders. I was talking about orders, that what came to my mind, but you see there's other ways, you see. Yeah. Okay, right? I think you have mastered this. Mastered. Have you mastered it? This is more important. Let's see. This is a little more tricky. This is a little more tricky. Verbs. I love going. This I saw mistakes in our final exam, right? Some of you had difficulties with this. Look. Some verbs usually are followed by an ing, you see, and some verbs by to, yes. Okay, let's do. Most common of these verbs that follow with ing are verbs that of liking and disliking, you see. I love, I like, I enjoy, I don't mind. Mind, you know mind? Yeah. Mind is a verb? Do you know mind? Do you mind? Do you mind coming at 7 instead of 6? Yeah, for example. Do you mind? It's like, do you care?
Do you mind if I ask a question?
Yeah, do you mind if I ask a question? You already asked. Right? Huh? Mind. No, not chitta. Do you mind is do you care?
Never mind.
Yeah, never mind. Don't worry about it. Never mind. Or, yeah, for example, okay, I feel very cold. Do you mind if I turn off the air conditioner? Do you mind? You understand? Mind here is maybe do you care? Is it okay or not? Do you mind or not? Would you mind? Yeah, would you mind if I did this or that? Would you mind if we... Yeah, sure. Would you mind? Do you mind? Would you is a little more polite. More British, maybe. The British, they like being polite. But you don't use it mind like, I mind it.
I mind, yes, I mind.
I mind it. Like,
Would you mind? Yes, I mind.
yeah, we don't say it like this, okay? Yes, I mind it. No, we don't say it like that, I think, no? Huh? Can happen? In IIT, no? In IIT English, it can happen. Right?
Very special.
Huh? For whom? Okay, so don't mind, don't like, and hate. So you see, these verbs, liking and disliking verbs, usually go with an ing form after it. I love going to the gym, you see? If you use another verb after these verbs, so this is one verb, I love, and then I love going. It's kind of like another verb, you see, with ing. I love going to the gym. I like reading. I enjoy traveling.
This is now.
Huh?
Going, reading.
I like reading. Yeah, you know there are those like this is gerunds and those participles. It's too complicated.
I'm very confused about the
ing, right?
Especially when I speaking.
When you're speaking. Yeah, we haven't studied much. Yeah, there are several lessons about this. Gerunds and participles. They are a bit advanced. They are like B plus levels. For example, in Busu there are several of them. If you are going through Busu, they appear, no? But for example, it was in our test. I used it. For example, remember this in the test? I maybe those of you who took it, but the young wizards go to Hogwarts school preparing themselves for the future. They go to school preparing themselves for the future. Preparing. It's like another clause starting with that ing form. Preparing themselves. So sometimes it means something that is happening at the same time. Sometimes it means something that happened after. Sometimes it even means something that happened before.
It's like preparing a modified little wizard.
Preparing modifies what?
A little wizard.
Little wizard, the wizards.
Like a present participle. In this
Present participle.
Yeah. Like the wizard who preparing himself
The wizard who is preparing himself.
and go to the Hogwarts.
But then who is preparing, then it's a present continuous. But it's a relative clause with the relative pronoun and a present continuous. He is preparing. Who is preparing? Yeah, this is a difficult subject. Difficult subject. We have to take the lessons and go together. And then I have to prepare myself to be able to explain it to you. But this is A1 level. It doesn't go into that. Okay. Also in the past, you see, when I was a child, I hated going to school. You see, also ing in the past, you see. You don't say I hated went to school. Okay? I hated going to school. So try to remember this. If you have a verb of liking and disliking, followed by another verb, it is normally an ing form, yes. Then you make several sentences. If this is difficult, do several sentences. I like reading, I like doing this, I dislike doing that.
It is
I don't
still
know.
right?
Huh?
This is still right?
I don't know. This explanation is putting it as a verb. Putting it as a verb with ing. Yeah. Okay. This is ing spelling. Okay, how to form the ing, right? Sometimes the consonant doubles, right? Sadi sadwe bhava.
Reunification.
Right? Sadi sadwe bhava. Sometimes you have adisa. Sometimes you just have ing agama. Okay, we can make some suttas if you want. Would you like? Would you like some suttas? Okay, with infinitive. Infinitive, remember? Infinitive. Why infinitive? I heard it's because it's not connected to any time. It's not past, it's not present, it's not future. So it's like infinite. Okay? In terms of time, it's infinite. So it's in infinitive. Huh? It's like akalika.
Water.
Akalika water. Or how do you say panyatis are? Kalamutaka. Kalamutaka. So these infinitives. In Pali they are the tumantas, no? Tumanta. Kaditum, gantum, right? Yeah. So they are infinitive. They are not technically not present, not past, not future, right? And they show the most basic form of the verb. In English, okay, in Pali, we conjugate, usually we take the third person singular, right? If you look in the dictionary, you'll find, for example, gacchati, right? You will not find gantum. Yeah, but in English we use gantum form as the base of the verb. Okay? So if you want to look in the dictionary English words, you have to find the tumanta version of the verb. So work, do, think, okay? And they are usually with that preposition to work, to do, to think. Sometimes without the preposition, right? Now, many verbs in English are followed by to infinitive, okay? This to is a preposition, right? And then the infinitive. Some of these verbs are forget, hope, learn, need, offer, plan, remember, start, want, and would like. You all know these verbs, right? No new verbs here, right? Yes.
You have to remember this word and then try to write this one. Is it?
Look, I don't know this rule. If you ask me, I don't know this rule. But I use it like this, yeah. I feel it. I feel it. If you don't feel it,
Yeah, look like you should remember this word and then write after this word and then write to.
yeah. So then, you don't feel it, of course, when you're learning. You're not going to feel it. But the more you use the language, the more you're going to feel it.
More enough.
The more, huh?
More enough or
No, no more enough. No more enough.
more enough.
No enough in this place. The more you use the language, the more you read, the more you write, the more you listen to the audiobooks. Are you listening to the audiobooks? The more you have this feeling of what is right and wrong grammatically. Okay? So, but if you don't have this feeling, it's useful to have somewhere this kind of like a rule, and then you look at it several times when you're writing, and it will kind of stick. It will kind of stick around, okay?
Like a low part.
Huh?
Like a low part.
like a loba. Yes. You will get used, it will get familiar to you, the sound. Forget to do, forget to bring. You understand? You will not forget bringing. No, no, no. What is this?
I forget bringing.
No. Okay? So I forgot to turn off the light. Turn off is a phrasal verb, right? So you see also phrasal verbs. I forgot to turn off the light. I hope to see you soon. I'm learning, you see, present continuous, to drive. You see the verb to learn, usually followed by infinitive with a preposition. I'm learning to drive. For example, my brother now is learning to drive. We need to arrive. Okay? We need arriving. I've never heard that. We need arriving. We need to arrive, yes. Okay? So this is the type of grammar that it's just like the way we use the verb. It's like, that's it. Like you have to just get used to it. There is no rule. You cannot know it. Okay?
I use like it, you should use like it.
Yeah. Okay? Just follow. She offered to help us. We are planning to go. You see? Remember to lock the door. I want to go. These are very common things, you see? Very common verbs, okay? Okay. I wanted to go. Not I wanted to went. Infinitive is not past, you see? Infinitive not connected. Kala mutaka. So to go is not past, future, okay?
No any verb to be here.
I hope to be. Yeah, I think you could use. I'm learning to be. Or we need to be better. We need to be better.
Wise away.
Huh?
We need to be wise away.
We need to be wise always. Yes.
The password.
In the password, yes.
Wise away.
She offered to be our kapia. Maybe she offered to be our kapia. Right? She offered here. She offered to be our kapia. Right? What could be kapia in English? There is a word I forgot. Huh?
Assistant.
No, it's not assistant.
Explain.
No. I forgot. We always say kapia and then I don't know the English. Okay. So what are the verbs that usually go with ing so far? Sankicha? What verbs go with ing so far that we have seen? Some verbs are followed by another verb with ing. Some verbs are followed by another verb in the infinitive with the preposition to. So remember, what are these two groups so far? With ing, Rakita Sila, do you know?
Both, right?
Hmm?
Two words together, one sentence.
Mm-hmm. What type of verbs go with ing?
I like.
Liking and disliking verbs, yes.
I like studying, learning English.
I like what?
Studying, learning English.
What did I just say?
And learning.
Please tell him. Huh?
Study and learning.
Okay, what is the rule? What is the rule? Kalian Adamabante, please correct him.
Again. I like studying.
Okay. Now you said studying, no?
Yeah. I like studying.
First, I heard you saying study.
I like studying and learning English.
I like studying and learning English. Good. Both. Good. With a conjunction. Very good. With the conjunction, huh? Okay, what type of verbs go with the infinitive? There was no type of verb, right? Not like a term. So we have to just kind of remember. Remember? Forget already, right? Do you remember any of the verbs?
Yeah, I forget to remember.
Ah, yeah, forget is a verb. Forget.
Hope.
Would like, want, hope. I hope to. Yes. I forgot to. Yes. Okay? So you just have to use these verbs a lot and get used to them like this. I'd like to study. I like studying. Ah, look at this. Like goes with ing, but not if you say I would. I would like to study.
Would like is with two.
Or I like studying. Wait. The verb would like is different from like. We use would like to with infinitive. You see? Where is it here? Would like, you see? Would like. And like is in the first one. I like reading, but I would like to read. You see? When you put the would, then we use the infinitive. And sometimes both options are possible, okay? So we use would like to with infinitive, and we use like with ing to talk about general preference. You can learn more about this topic here on this link, okay? So you see, I would like and then to study, you see? Infinitive goes with would. I would like to study English. Yes, the meaning is different. Do you see the difference in meaning? What? Yes, Bantu.
This happens when another verb comes.
Second verb, no?
Yeah, the second verb comes. But when I say like this, I would like you study.
I would like
You study English.
you? No.
You.
I would like you
Yeah.
to study.
To study.
Yes. I would like you to study English.
Even have another subject.
Yes, I would like you is the object to study. I would like you to study. Syntax is difficult. No? I would like you to study. Yeah, the you, I would like you is the object, right? I would like you in the I like this, I like that. Looks like an object to me. And then if you want to put a verb for that object is the infinitive normally.
The verb is, I understand like this, but change the object and insert the middle like this.
Insert in the middle. I would like to study. I would like you to study. Also okay. I would like us to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also,
I think
still happen.
To, yeah, to here, you see, with would. In the same way.
I think it's like that.
But I like with ing. I like studying with you. Yes. I like studying with you. But do you get here the different meaning? I would like to study English. I want to do it, you see? I would like to study English, for example, but I have no teacher. You could say like that, for example. Okay? I would like to study English. For example, the Samaneras, right? Maybe they would like to study English, but they have no teacher, for example. Okay, I don't know if it's true or not, but... Huh? The Samaneras from Laos. Punyagamo teacher? Ah.
I feel like I would like you
I would like you to do. Causative. Nah. Not causative. I cause you to do. I make you do something. It's causative. But I like you, I would like you to do is not causative. I don't think so. I would like you to do. I don't think it's causative. Okay, you get the difference over here, right? We use the question, would you like, when we offer or suggest something. Would you like a cup of coffee? Would you like to dance? Yes. So, if you have would, you use to an infinitive. Okay? This is more or less the rule, you see? So, if we have here, let's make a summary, no? So we have, what is the topic? Verbs, verbs follow, or how can we put it as a topic? What is the topic? Verbs ing. Here, verbs to infinitive and verbs ing. Okay, this is the topic. Copy, paste. Verbs plus to plus infinitive are like and dislike verbs. Types of verbs. Not only like and dislike, but this type of verbs. Sorry. Verbs plus ing. ing. Like and dislike verbs. Okay, one example. For example, I dislike talking to, could be with, talking to, I think it's more common. Talking to you. Okay, wow. Okay, these are verbs with ing, like and dislike verb. Verbs that go with to an infinitive are, okay, more or less. Forget. You can even put like this, forget to, hope to, need to, want to, would like, okay, I'll put would later. I'll put would like a separate topic. Would like to. Huh? Remember to. Huh? Want to, need to.
Start to.
Come to. Then, no, it's come to work. Come to, because you have to think of another verb. Not come to the class. You understand? We are thinking about two verbs together. Not a verb and some noun or something, you know?
Start to.
Start to. Start to do. Start to work. Start. Let's start working. Start to. Sometimes both are okay, yeah. Sometimes both are okay. Yeah. So I don't know. This is as much as we could remember. Let's see over here. Start to? Yeah, start. You see? Forget. Okay, I'll put this list over here. Boom. Boom. Okay. Now would like and want, and now I will put with would, right? When we use would, so for example, I would like to do blah blah blah, right? So this is to an infinitive with would. Or would you try to swimming? No. To swim, no? Would you try to swim? Something like that. Would you try to swim? Would you try to swim? Yeah, I think.
Would you try to swim in the swimming
Across the bathtub.
Bathtub. What is a bathtub?
You know a bathtub?
It's wide enough.
You don't know a bathtub? Come on. Bathtub.
How to say jacuzzi? Jacuzzi. Oh, this one.
This is a bathtub.
It's wide enough. I think as the end.
Can you swim across a bathtub?
As end. Would you like to?
Huh? Sakita can. Not my name is very famous. Okay.
To a baby.
Okay, no? And then, what else did we learn?
Usually they compare my name.
Wait, where were we? Here. Okay, so this was okay. So you see, you just have to get used to this. Practice these verbs, okay? You can practice them over here, you see? But yeah, maybe not all of you. I think this is kind of like a general topic, kind of useful for all of you almost. Maybe, yeah. Okay, no? Now it's 7:30. Is there anything else you would like to discuss? Or do you want to do your exercises? We have kind of seen this. Would you like it? We discussed this. Okay, articles is a permanent problem, right? Articles are a permanent problem, but they don't affect the meaning so much. The meaning of the sentence is not too affected by the articles. Okay? It affects the sentence, and it sounds strange without or with wrong articles. So we have to work on this, but there are, I think, other things which are more important. Okay? Nouns, pronouns, determiners. Please, when you're writing, think about repetitions. This is a little more advanced, I know, but you can start already avoiding repetitions. Most of you, I think, repeat things. So, let's write something, for example. Give me some idea. Give me an idea. Sankit, no, okay. Huh?
Can be placed to
Sandavachu? Can I take maybe some text that you have written? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a look. I think around here there is something. For example, Supabaso, I hope he allows me. There is this text, you see? Okay, let's correct this text together. Maybe it will be good. Let's see.
I think.
Yeah.
The enlightened one also could only guide you. Enlightened one is like a title. It's a title. Like the Buddha, the Blessed One, right? So we capitalize it. You see? The enlightened one Also could only guide you. Do you see any problem here? Guide?
I cannot
Do you see any problem?
I cannot see.
You cannot see any problem?
I think no. There is
I try to understand.
This is what
Diraloka, Bante?
What kind of this is
Any problem?
Present simple, right?
yeah. This with
Yes, with the modal could.
present simple.
Can, could. So then it's like in the past, right? Could.
The main verb is guide.
Could only guide you. He could.
Is it not respected?
I think it's a past.
Respect.
He could guide you. I don't know. Have to check.
Maybe we can share. Can?
No, this was Supabaso wrote it. Supabaso wrote it. Here, the problem is this. The enlightened one could also...
Why could also?
not also could. He could also. Word order. Word order.
Also is adjective adverb.
Could also. He could also.
Also is adverb, no?
Adverb. Adverb or conjunction. Yes. Looks like it's an adverb. It's an adverb. It's an adverb. I could also. Okay, the enlightened one could also only guide you.
Just like he wants
Yeah,
to say,
he could only guide you. He cannot do it for you. This is what he's going at. You know what he's trying to say over here? The enlightened one could also only guide you. The enlightened one could also only guide you. It's okay. Now it's okay. You see word order over here. Word order. So not also could. Could also. Could also, yes. It must be realized by your own self. Okay, it in the beginning of the text, I don't understand. What is he referring to? If there was something before in the text talking about something, and then we know what he's talking about, of course, I know this is probably like enlightenment. Enlightenment, right? Or Nibbana, for example. But technically you have to, if it's the first time you're mentioning something, you should use the noun. No? For example, Nibbana must be realized, okay, passive voice, you see, must be realized by your own self. Okay. By your own self.
together.
It could be by yourself. Okay. By yourself, but he wants to put more emphasis. Normally we would say like this, by you yourself.
By you yourself.
Nibbana must be realized by you yourself. Nibbana must be realized by yourself. Nibbana must be realized by your own self. Not very natural, I think. Not very natural. By you yourself, I think is how we would say it. At least that's how it occurs to me. So, comma. Yeah, comma here, right? In our merit, marital. What is this?
I don't know.
What does he mean? In our marital.
Married?
Is
Marital.
can we try to read all sentence?
So in our
Try to
marital
understand his idea also.
is disciples of the Buddha, or who was called Savaka, as followers.
We should have other kata.
Yeah, this word, I think, marital. This marital is actually a word that exists. It refers to marriage.
Huh?
Yes.
Married, right?
Marital. Your marital status.
Marriage is noun.
Related to
Marital is
marriage.
adjective.
It's related to marriage. For example, marital status, marital problems.
Yeah.
Marriage, the union of men and women,
Huh?
a husband and a wife, marriage.
Oh.
To get married, you know, to get married. So the noun is marriage.
No punya. No married.
No, not punya.
I think it's married.
Punya is merit. Merit. So in our marital is, you see, so this is clearly something wrong over here. Is disciples of the Buddha. Disciples of the Buddha is okay.
Disciple, not is. Because disciple.
Yeah.
No, wait, it could be because disciples is not the subject.
Oh, yeah. Our. In our.
Yeah, you could say is disciples because disciples is not the subject of the verb.
But our.
For the verb, you always have to think like who or what is doing that or being that. Not what comes afterwards.
Here, maybe the subject is marital, right?
But marital is an adjective. So this sentence is meaning unclear. This is what I usually write, right? Meaning unclear. Yeah, I don't understand the sentence. I cannot even correct it. In our marital disciples of the Buddha, or who was called Savaka, as followers. What? Meaning unclear. Yes.
Yes.
Where was the.
We should follow by our heart, faith, wisdom, and so on. Okay, this looks like a possible sentence. So I'll put this as a sentence. We should follow by our heart. Normally is we should follow our heart. You understand? What does it mean in English to follow the heart? Follow, yeah, when you have a decision, you have to decide something. Sometimes you can follow like kind of like logic, your rational side thinking, or you can follow the feelings. So usually we refer to the feelings as the heart, follow the heart. People who follow the heart, they do what they really want to do, for example. Okay? So here we should follow our heart, faith. We should follow, if you have our heart and then faith, then this our kind of applies to faith, our wisdom, and so on. It's okay, no? Although we can't attain the liberation, is not the liberation, it's just liberation. It's not a specific liberation, it's just liberation in general. Although we can't attain liberation in this very life, although we can't. This sounds like it's not possible to attain liberation. You see? Although we cannot attain liberation in this very life. What this clause is saying is that we cannot. It's impossible. So it's not really true, right? What he wants to say, I think, is what? Huh? Become? Became black. What happened? Can you what? This is a universal language.
Can you do like this again?
Yeah.
And then plug that.
Plug it in. Yeah, plug it in. Can you connect it again? Can you plug it in?
Connect it again.
No, signal unsupported.
Maybe Wi-Fi.
Why?
No.
It's not about Wi-Fi, no. No, it's not about Wi-Fi. Let me wait. I have to wait a bit more. Okay, today we'll just talk, right? Come on.
Weak.
Signal unsupported. Can you try another? We don't call it hole.
Another port.
Another port. Yeah, port is good. Port is good, maybe. You'll turn it off? Okay.
I think like airport.
The very life. In this very life.
How do you spell port?
Port is like
Port.
airport, is it?
P-O-R-T.
Yeah.
Remember, I used to use the P was what? P. When I remember in the beginning, I used to use the. Huh? No. P is for Papa. Papa. So Papa, Oscar, Romeo, Tango. Portrait is something else. Portrait is a picture of a person's torso, like the upper part of the body usually. Portrait. No. Portrait is a picture. Type of picture. Is it working? Yes, thank you. Okay, look at this. This is the subject you are learning right now, you see? Although is a
We cannot change.
I think it was a conjunction, right? One of those connectors, connecting words, right? Okay, although cannot be alone in a sentence.
Yeah.
And it shows what? It shows a contrast. Okay. Even though also the same, yes. Although we can't attain liberation in this very life, okay, let's take this as true. The sentence is properly made. I just feel like the meaning is not true. Okay, but the sentence is properly made so far. And there is a comma, which is correct, you see. The but is not right. But is also a conjunction, and it also shows a contrast. You already have although. I see maybe several of you doing this, no? Yeah, so although, but, no. Although this, and then directly the next clause. Normally we don't use. Yeah, in your languages it's like this, right? Yeah, so just use it several times. Write a few sentences and stuff. Okay? Although we can't attain liberation in this very life, we can attain it. To attain requires usually like a verb. To attain it. Yeah. You see? So here you have to use a pronoun, it. Pronoun. Then Here, for example, don't put again liberation. Liberation is already here in the same sentence, you see? Yeah, don't repeat it. Yeah. Although we can't attain liberation in this very life, we can attain it. We can attain it in next, not times, in next lives. Lives. Or you could even, if you have already mentioned life, maybe you could even say once in the next ones. As well, what does as well means? What does as well mean? You see, I just made a mistake. Huh? As well means, it means this is yes and this is also yes, right? Two things the same, but here he's using a contrast. Two things are not the same, so as well doesn't make any sense over here. Do you understand? If you say, for example, I'm a monk and he's a monk as well. Okay, two things are the same. It's like two. Two with double O, no? Two. Me too. Right? Yeah. So as well here, it's not okay. Because according to this sentence, in this life you cannot. In the next lives you can. So you don't say as well. Right? Okay? So instead of as well, it would have to be something else, or just stop over here. Although we can't attain liberation in this very life, we can attain it in next ones. Okay, now it's okay. Then he wants to add something. As long as is also a type of conjunction. Yeah, I don't know if you have already met this conjunction. Some conjunctions are more than one word. So this one has 3 words. As long as you don't give up. Okay. Do you understand? As long as you don't give up. Here long doesn't mean like length. It means the period of time in which you're not giving up. In that period of time you can attain it. Okay? Okay. Now he starts with because. Because is also kind of a conjunction. So you see a little too many conjunctions here. You see? Because I want you to practice it. Okay, yes. Yeah, so this is almost like it belongs to the previous sentence, but it's already becoming too long. So instead of connecting it like this, do you have any suggestions? This until here it was okay now, and then now the thought, that idea, finished. One sentence is finished. One thought. Okay? Now we kind of start a new thought. He wants to say why you can attain, you see? Why you can attain as long as you don't give up. Because of never giving up the effort. Is the one qualities of noble ones. Okay. So instead of because, you can restart the sentence, for example. Although we can't attain liberation in this very life, we can attain it in the next ones. As long... okay, one more thing. Although we... pay attention to this. Although we can't, we can... Okay, also we. As long as you... he changed. You see? You also make such mistakes. It's not like a huge mistake, but it sounds better, it makes more sense if you maintain the same. We. You see now? Although we can't, because we're talking about ourselves, you see? Although we can't attain liberation in this very life, we can attain it in next ones, as long as we don't give up, you see? There is no reason to say you. You understand? This means that while he was writing, he changed the kind of his perception or his perspective. He was thinking about we, and then suddenly he changed to you. You see? Sometimes when you're writing, you may not catch this, but you read the sentence and you will see this mistake. Okay? So reread your sentences when you're writing. Okay? I do that myself. Even I'm already quite used to English, I kind of reread my things sometimes. And I sometimes find a problem, or here a comma or something, you know. Okay. Because of never giving up the effort is, okay. Now here the verb is here, you see, is. What is the one, okay, actually it's not the one qualities, it's one of the qualities. What is one of the qualities of noble ones, right? Not only one, noble one or noble ones. There's more than one, right? Noble ones. Huh. Okay. Okay. And a noble one is also like kind of like a title. So like this, noble ones. Yeah. But now let's fix the beginning. So this is okay. Is one of the qualities of noble ones. Okay, if you look at the verb is, you ask, what is one of the qualities, right? What? Then you will get the subject by asking what is. First you find the verb, the action, or the being, and then you ask, what is that? Or what is doing that? So what is the answer if I ask you, what is the subject of this sentence? Never giving up the effort. All of this is the subject. Okay? Never giving up the effort. But here, this of is a preposition, right? Yeah. Prepositions govern accusative case, objective case. If you listen to that Grammar Land, you will hear this. Prepositions. So there is this book. I actually maybe want you to listen to it. It's called Grammar Land. But maybe it's a little advanced. It's a little advanced, right? But maybe we could even listen to it together if we had more time. Maybe during vacation. During the vacation week. Grammar Land. Let me just show you a moment. Just a moment, okay? This is a notebook, you see. It's a notebook made for young people, for them to learn English grammar, but it's for people who already speak English, for children who are natives, native English speakers. Okay? So this book is, wow, 1877. Wow, I thought I knew it was old, but not this old. Not that old. You see, we say that. Not that old, yeah. It's a way to put more emphasis. Not that old. So it's a super old book. Okay? It's super old. It's super old, but maybe it's a good listening. It's a good listening practice. It's a good listening practice. And it explains some basics of the English grammar. Some things are already a little outdated. You know this adjective, outdated? Outdated. Yeah, like they are too old already. Some ideas are too old. So Anyway, one of the things you will hear if you listen to this is that prepositions govern the accusative case. Okay, so this is a preposition. Governs means whatever comes after the preposition is accusative case, not the subjective case. So I feel here actually we should not have this preposition over here. Because never giving up the effort is, yeah, now it's correct, you see?
Why is the article didn't come?
Sorry?
Why there is not article?
No article?
Yeah.
Where? Effort?
Because never.
Yeah.
The never.
No. Because never giving up the effort is one of the qualities of noble ones.
So if I
And instead of using because, which is kind of like a conjunction, it's strange to become. You could say something else. For example, the reason is, something like that. The reason is that never giving up the effort is one of the qualities of the reason is that never giving up the effort is one of the qualities of noble ones. Because shows the cause. So you can say the same in another way, you see? The cause is, the reason is, you see? And then, what is this that? Sankita. Can you understand this? What is this that? This word over here, that. Highlighted. Hello. Hello. Are you there? My battery died.
reason is that because
Battery took chuti. Chuti. Is this still working? I think so.
this with lakkhana pachupatthana, this one when they
What? Lakkana?
lakkhana rasa
What? What are you referring to?
in Abhidhamma lakkhana rasa.
Okay, look at this. The reason is, you have a verb, right? This is the verb, is. Right? Okay. What is? What is the subject? The reason is. Okay. So you have a subject and a verb. It's enough to make a clause, right? A subject and a verb. The reason is. Now look at this. Never giving up the effort is. You have again another verb. So how to understand this? Two subjects. Yes, they are two clauses. Two clauses. Remember what a clause is? Clause, you have a subject and a verb at least.
One sentence here.
Huh?
The one sentence. with
No.
the
Sentence is from the first letter until the period, you see? This is the sentence. Okay? This is the sentence until the period. Or you can end the sentence with an exclamation mark or with an interrogation, a question mark. Okay? But normally, most commonly, a period. Okay? So what you have here is the reason is like a one clause. Subject and a verb. That is a conjunction joining these two clauses. Now you have again another subject, never giving up the effort. And this is one of the qualities of noble ones. Okay. Okay? You see, this is a conjunction. You understand? Okay. Therefore, concluding, to show a conclusion, right? Therefore, comma, right? That message, he's referring to something. That message may be something that was previously mentioned, you see? But maybe message is a strange noun over here. That message, maybe that idea would be...
He referred to that message that the Buddha taught.
That message that the Buddha taught us for free from suffering, as we knew, that is the samsara. Difficult to understand, no?
What the Buddha teach us is
Can something? I think can you put the in order to do that? This is sound more natural.
And instead of this, that, another that, that message,
Therefore,
the message.
the message, yes, yeah, more natural. That, if you're referring to something like, it's possible to say that, like we're discussing about an idea, for example, and that idea is this or that. It's okay. You can say that. You're in your mind, you perceive that idea as something far away. That idea, for example, is good or is bad or whatever, you understand? You can say that. But if you have not mentioned it first, then yeah, the message or the idea, actually the idea, no? The idea that, yeah, the message, unless he's thinking about the Buddha, it's like a message from the Buddha.
Yes.
So the message, the message that the Buddha taught us to be free from suffering. Yeah, that now I cannot make sense of the sentence. I don't understand. As we knew, that is the samsara. As we knew, like this. Free from suffering. As we knew.
Maybe we can
Yeah, sometimes you see, this we have to avoid, like. Yeah, I cannot make sense of the sentence. Therefore, the message that the Buddha taught us to be free from suffering,
We cannot see.
as we knew, I get lost. Until here, it's kind of okay.
Understand.
You understand?
Yeah.
What is he saying?
That you explain. This is
Well, in your words.
in my language like a
Some kitchens in Santa Vacho's English.
as we know something in general like Buddhism.
I think he's talking about suffering. We know suffering is samsara. Samsara is the suffering he means.
I also don't understand the end of that is the samsara.
Almost we understand. But the
The end is the samsara is.
I cannot understand. You can? Yeah, you.
Can I translate in Thailand for?
Okay.
หมายว่า the สารที่พระพุทธเจ้าเนี่ยสอนเราเนี่ย เพื่อที่จะหลุดพ้นก็อย่างที่เรารู้ใช่ไหมมันเป็นประโยคขั้นกลางและอย่างที่เรารู้ว่าคือ
หลุดพ้นจากสังสาระใช่ไหม
ใช่อย่างที่เรารู้คือการหลุดพ้นจากสังสาระอีกทีหนึงมันเหมือนต้อง
I think he wants to say
อ่า
this.
as
Therefore,
free from suffering the suffering means สังสาระ is it free from suffering or free from สังสาระ
you know, look at this. Therefore, and you have a subject here. You expect a subject of the sentence. You see? The message that the Buddha taught us to be free from suffering is an entire subject, you see? So I'm waiting for like a verb. Is. Do you see?
It should have something like this.
But yes.
okay.
Do you understand? Therefore, the message that the Buddha taught us to be free from suffering is like, this is how I'm looking at the sentence, but I think he doesn't mean it as a subject. So I'll try it like this. Therefore, the Buddha left us the message that, or the Buddha, taught us, not the message is a bit strange, taught us, or therefore the Buddha left us the message left us the message encouraging us to be free from suffering. And now I'll talk about suffering, which we all know is samsara.
Yes.
He want to say like that.
Yeah.
Something like this.
Yeah. He wants to say.
Yeah, no?
Suffering means like
So you see, you have therefore, now you have a subject, the Buddha in this case. Then you have the verb, left. He left. Okay, you leave a message, no? You can. So he left us, the first object. Us what? The message. He left us the message. He gave us the teaching, right? Okay, direct and indirect objects, right? And then he left us the message. This is the ing kind of stuff that we have to kind of practice. And this message encouraging us, and now you use an infinitive over here, to be free from suffering.
Before encouraging, maybe
No. The Buddha left us the message. No. Left us the message encouraging us. No comma, I think.
if I write, you cannot write like this.
Which word in?
I feel like you don't need it. Encouraging us message. Yeah, this is one of those participial clauses. Oh my God. I think it's a participial clause. Yes. Participial clause. Participial clause. Participial clause, subordinate clause that starts with a participle and functions like an adverb. Let's see. The bomb exploded, destroying the building.
see there is comma over there.
Yes. But yeah.
Some don't need to comma, some need to comma.
Some need comma, some don't need comma.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have to type.
ไม่ขยายโดยตรงไม่ต้องใช้มันมีหัวข้อ
There is no comma. I think it's because of this. The Buddha left us the message. This message is encouraging us to be free from suffering. Do you understand? You're talking more about the message, not about the Buddha. But you could also interpret it as being done by the Buddha. The Buddha left us the message, and by doing that, he was encouraging us to be free from suffering. Then I would put a comma. But I'm talking about the message. It's like this, the message that encourages. Okay, look at this. The message that encourages. I'm talking about the message, you see? What encourages now as a verb? What encourages? The message. You see? But you can exchange that encourages for encouraging. Yeah, this is the grammar. We found it actually yesterday. I saw this grammar in the book. Yes, participle. It's a bit advanced. So this is why there is no comma. If you put a comma, I would interpret the encouraging as coming from the Buddha. Okay? So maybe it's optional. Encouraging us to be free from suffering. Now I'll talk about suffering, which we all know. Even you could, because look, which is samsara, right?
Yes.
Which is samsara. Suffering, which is samsara, right?
Yes.
Okay. But I'm adding, we all know. So you could even add which is samsara. If you want to put it there in the middle, you can even put it which, as we all know, you see, divided by a comma, is samsara. What is samsara? Which. This which.
Suffering.
Yeah, which. Which is samsara. And what is which referring to? Suffering. Yeah.
Yes. When he think like that, but when he express, supapaso, I refer to supapaso.
Yeah, supapaso.
When he thought or he thinks.
When he thinks.
Yeah, when he think the message like this.
Yeah.
But when we use this sentence, it's become like that.
It became like that.
It became like that.
Yes.
Me also.
You also do that.
Yeah, but I think.
I, not me.
I think.
I also do that, or yeah.
And when make a sentence, it's kind of difficult.
Yeah, just maybe still lack of grammar, no? Still lack of grammar. Okay. So this was a bit more advanced.
Yeah.
You ask well.
This one I think very advanced.
A bit advanced, no?
Which as we all know.
As we all know,
I think a little bit advanced.
a little advanced.
If I talk in Thai,
Yeah, sometimes we talk like this. For example, I am a monk, okay? And then and you want to say something in between, you can, for example, and you put a comma. I, as I have already told you, am a monk. I, as I have already told you, am a monk. If it's too big, it becomes strange. You know, you're separating the subject from the verb. If it's too big, it's not good. You kind of forget the subject. What was it? What was I talking about? Okay? But to some extent, you can add things, you see? I, as I have already told you, am a monk.
Where can I find this topic?
And we can put this one.
This topic.
Like this.
I don't know how to call this topic.
Yeah, I don't know because it sounds natural in my language.
Ah, really?
Yeah, yeah. อย่างที่
IT?
Yeah, yeah.
IIT?
No, like like this.
For example, can you give me an example? I think,
Oh, we can ask the subject.
yeah, these are
How we call this sentence?
as is also a conjunction, right?
What
I think as is a conjunction.
conjunction, but in different.
Yeah, it's like a relative clause, isn't it? I think it's a relative clause. There are these relative clauses. Now, for example, we take any sentence, for example, we are studying Pali, okay? We are studying Pali, and now you can use a relative clause to talk about Pali without starting a new sentence, no? So we are studying Pali, or Pali is an old language, okay? So we could put this together as we are studying Pali, which is an old language. So we are studying Pali is the first clause, and then you have a relative clause beginning with this relative pronoun, something like that, right? And then it acts as the subject of is, you see? Is an old language. The subject is which, and it refers to Pali. And I think normally we would add a comma over here.
Some not.
Yes, in some cases not. For example,
Not compulsory. Yeah, some cases compulsory.
yes, some cases it's compulsive, compulsory.
Compulsory.
You see, he says the wrong word and I say it together with him. Yes, yes. We are,
Because it's close.
yeah. When it's necessary for the sentence,
Yeah.
for the first clause to make sense. For example, I want the apple which is in the freezer.
Okay.
I want the apple which is in the freezer. I want the apple. So should I put a comma here or not?
I think this is one.
No, I think this is not a good example, right? There are some sentences you cannot put a comma. When not to put a comma with which? Should not put a comma before which when it is a part of a prepositional phrase, or when it introduces a direct or indirect question. She wrote an essay in which, with a preposition, you see? In. You see the preposition? In which she analyzed both books. So you see, here you should not put a comma. It's like still like part of that. Very important. Should not separate. And then of course, as a question over here, we don't need a comma, of course. My parents asked me which dates were best to visit. Okay, see? You don't need a comma here. You should use a comma before which to introduce a non-restrictive clause. What is a non-restrictive clause? Sonny is wearing a large hat. Ah, okay. Which he bought at the flea market. Yeah, it's like our example, you see? I like our example. We are studying Pali, which is an old language. So we put this comma. So this one, I think, feel like still a comma should be over here, no? Okay, let's make us an example without comma. We are studying Pali
Which is the subject that they
then it's with a comma. We are studying Pali. We are studying the language in which the Buddha's teachings is written. Ah, you see? We are studying the language, okay. We, the subject, right? Our studying is what?
Continuous.
Present continuous, right? You have are is a verb, but here it's a helping verb, right? Yes, it helps give the sense of the continuous, right? With the ing, you see, we are studying. Okay. Subject is we. We are studying what? We are studying the language. Now you have a preposition in which the Buddha's teachings is written. In which prepositions govern the objective case. In which, huh? Sorry?
The Buddha teachings
in which the Buddha's teachings are written. Because teachings, sometimes we use teachings as a general thing. So I want to use the singular verb for it. The teachings. Yeah, but I'm not sure it's correct. Maybe you're right. The teaching. Because, the teaching. The teachings. The Buddha's teachings. Yeah, maybe are. Okay, are written. Difficult. What is in which? Do you know?
Yes, it's same in which. The meaning is same which. In which?
In which? What does which refer to?
Language.
Yes, okay. Which refers to language. Difficult, you see? Syntax. Syntax is tough. I didn't study much syntax. Mr. Syntax. We need Mr. Syntax and Judge Grammar. So what is this? Yeah, I don't know. I have to you see, I have to answer your questions. I have to kind of study. It's not easy. I know how to use the language, but explain it is something else, you know. We're studying the language in which the Buddha's teachings are written. Is this another clause? The Buddha's teachings are written. Is this another clause? Okay, let's ask the computer. Monica? Please help me, Monica. Do you know Monica?
No.
You don't know Monica?
Monica?
My attendant? My upataka?
Monica. Maybe Google is existent.
Monica, Syntax is with Y, right? I don't even know how to write syntax. Please explain the syntax of the following sentence. Oh my God. 2 hours. Okay. I think I can close this thing on the left, right? Wait. This. Oh, what did I do? No. Window mode. Expand. I don't know how to close this. Anyways, can you... I lost the question. Monica, please explain the syntax of the following sentence. Again. Okay. Sure, let's break down the syntax. Okay. Subject is we, subject of the sentence, indicating who is... Okay. Verb phrase. Are studying. Okay, it's a phrase because more than a word, right? Phrase. It's a verb phrase. Okay, nice.
Not present continuous.
Present continuous, yes, yes.
Say verb phrase.
But it's a verb phrase, yes. The tense is the present. Tense is present. The continuous was what? What was the name? Aspect. Aspect. Okay. This is the main verb phrase consisting of the auxiliary or helping verb are, right? Okay. We did that, no? And the present participle studying. This is a participle. Indicating an ongoing action. Okay, we call it present continuous. Direct object, the language. We are studying the language. Direct object, okay. Now, prepositional phrase, in which the Buddha's teachings are written. Okay, you could take all of this as a phrase. Remember, a clause has a subject and a verb, right? And maybe more things. But sometimes you have like just words that there is no subject and verb. It's a phrase. Okay? So this is a phrase. It starts with a preposition, you see? So it's a prepositional phrase. This phrase provides additional information about the language. Okay. We're talking about the language. Preposition is in. Okay. Relative pronoun, okay, this we understood, which refers back to the language and introduces the relative clause. It's also a clause, you see? So it is a clause. Now the relative clause is this: the Buddha's teachings are written. This is the clause. The subject is the Buddha's teachings. Yes. The verb is are written in the passive form phrase. Okay, nice. Yes, it wasn't so difficult. Did you understand? In which the Buddha's teachings are written. Yeah, you see, there's lots of things, no? Lots of things. So now we're studying the conjunctions. I think they are really helpful for making sentences. And they make you think about the sentence. So I think it will be good. Conjunctions, if we can master those conjunctions. And then after that, I don't know, you see, still there are still important things to do. Still important things to do, but we cannot do everything at the same time. Huh. You will like it?
For example,
Participial clause.
consisting.
Yeah. Participial clause. Yeah, we kind of use that. Kind of use that a lot, I think. Where was it? Participial clause, you see? Participial clauses. This you use a lot, I think, translating from Pali to English. All the tua, 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 tua. after having done, after having thought, or having done, having thought. A lot of these participles appear for you when you're translating from Pali to English.
But in a general,
We don't use it that often, not like the Pali, yes.
your question, consisting,
Consisting?
we also use participle clause.
Here?
You ask question, you ask this one. You
On my question? For Monica?
Yeah. We ask indicating verb phrases. We are studying this. This is the main verb phrase, consisting. That one.
Yes, you see, consisting. Yeah, it's over there. This is the main verb phrase. Okay, this is the clause. This is the subject. This is the verb. What is what? The main verb phrase. Main is an adjective, right? The is an article for phrase. Verb, also kind of what? Verb phrase. Maybe a compound noun? Maybe a compound noun. Then consisting, you could say that consists. So a more beginner in English would say that consists. Yeah, you can solve this problem by using that. That consists. Yes. So this is the main verb phrase that consists. Now you take a new subject, you see, that consists in. When you consist, consisting of the auxiliary, consists of, my battery. Okay, consists of the auxiliary, the same, you see, auxiliary verb. It's the same idea, you see. Now, but here you have a different, both are two clauses, actually, both are two clauses. This is taking a, what is this? Is a relative pronoun referring to phrase that consists. Yeah, you see? You want to talk about the phrase. The phrase is the object of the previous clause. You cannot just put the phrase consists. You cannot do this, right?
Yeah, because
Yeah, you see? You cannot do this.
because we have is.
Yeah, consists. What consists? The phrase. But the phrase is the object of what is, you know? So you cannot mix these functions, no? This is the main verb phrase. So then you have to use the pronoun to be in the place of the phrase. That. Or which. Yeah. That consists of the auxiliary verb. Then there is this grammar idea I heard that we usually use that or which interchangeably. Both are okay. Both are okay, yeah. But there is some idea that introduces something essential and which introduces something non-essential. So I use that, I follow that. But it's very subtle, very subtle. Yeah, I think subtle. Yeah. It's very subtle. Okay, so today we took maybe a different class, no? I used to give classes like this, remember? Remember my classes were like this, no? We were going through the material, researching stuff, no? Remember we were doing it like this?
I think explanatory word.
Huh?
Explanatory word.
Especially words.
Yeah. Before we learn we saw some word and you explain the word.
We see a word, yeah. And then sometimes I talk for 2 hours about one word, right? Yes. I remember that. And then one word leads to another, right?
But now we change the grammar point.
Yeah. So, but then you see everyone has to be together and it has to be beneficial for everyone. So I still think it's nice to do each one your own things. So, but sometimes I can explain something. Okay, so today was a bit of a review, mainly focused on Sankicca, Rakita Sila, Bante Kalyana, Dhammajota, who is not here, and Supabhaso. Supabhaso maybe, yeah, also good for him, no? But yeah, mainly thinking of them, no? But also good for you. In the end, we discussed some even advanced stuff, right?
It's very nice.
Yeah. Okay, so now just try to practice this. Don't forget it. Don't make these sentences like,
Maybe you can send this stuff
yeah,
WhatsApp. You can,
I can send all of this, no?
yeah.
Okay, I'll send you all of this through WhatsApp. Not. No. No. IT English class. Here. The verb, want, you see? Review. I am doing is the present continuous. Don't mix it with the adjective, for example. This drink is refreshing. Okay? Or this book is boring. This is an adjective, not a verb. Past simple, okay. And then, okay, this is Supabhaso's text.